How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
So you're the next host of Mythal?
Believe it or not, as you choose.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon, or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mathal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
You make it sound like this piece of Mathal is going to attack me.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mathal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mathal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mathal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I hope I'm not putting you out.
No, this is Tasha's home as much as mine, even if she does not visit very often.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
What if it's got some kind of secret code so that only the right people can read it?
That is unlikely. I have studied the first expedition for decades. I have never seen the writing encoded.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came, only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here, food's ready.
This is not Iskap.
Wasn't feeling like Iskap. We're in Ravane. Might as well eat like it.
I see.
The new bookshelf should be here next week. Got him for you with some of the gold from the dragon.
You need not trouble yourself. My studies are clearly of little importance.
Okay. Bye. Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was... like that.
You'll do it when you're ready.
Maybe you could tell her?
Well, if that's what you want.
Nah, she'd kill you. I'll tell her. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her. You do what's right for you.
Thanks.
Need and knowledge.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the lords and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
All right then. I'll see you soon.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous,
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
rather discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience, to discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant, like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
So, Blackthorn Manor. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So, why do we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
I'm just grateful you know what to do with it.
It's a fascinating piece. The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So it'll lead us to whoever cut it off.
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Bet whoever owned that hand agrees with you.
We'll put an end to whatever's happening in this manor. That, I promise. Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them. Here than there should be.
Where are they?
I suspect the necromancer in this place has already helped themselves to these crypts.
Well, if there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
I don't like this.
These sigils. They can't be. necromantic evocation with an inversion in the higher seals. Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that and get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest.
Trust me. No.
I pray he believes you.
Sorry, what?
Spite asked if those self-lighting candles are good to eat. No one lives here anymore. Why?
No one knows why the Blackthorns abandoned their manor. Rumor hinted at a family tragedy. A perfect spot for our wayward necromancer to work unnoticed. No! What have they done?
This looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
And demons.
All together now!
It's nothing.
Now what?
I must free the spirit bound here.
Eric!
Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls! How dare they? What are they? Come, I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. Freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
There's something off about the texture of the fade here.
That's never good.
It's been deliberately thinned. The spirits press closer than they should. Another victim.
We've got demons again.
Can you free this one, Eric?
I must. What's wrong? Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist. But the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
All the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
Mierda.
That wisp looks upset.
This necromancer we're after corrupted it. Fortunately, I can calm the poor things when they're in this state. Onwards! Hand of Glory still points the way. This necromancer has brought once helpless undead into the Fade.
And a ranged demon.
Won't open until we defeat them. Come forward! Finish your
Undead and a demon. We must be getting close.
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there, 4 victims.
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna Hesenkos.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
Big talk.
Rook's correct. There'll be no more victims.
Trying to impress your new friend, are we?
No. The stone knife in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmerich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmerich, you okay to fight?
Yes. Johanna takes the lantern with her.
What did Hesenkos do to that spirit?
I'll try freeing it, but I fear the worst. Nothing. The spirit, its essence, is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
What do we do now?
The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking.
Here we go!
Candle. This wasn't here before.
Let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual we performed in the Grand Necropolis? Concentrate on that memory.
You mean when we were lighting candles?
Find some more, and we can use them to leave this place.
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals, if you would. We drift upon the echoes of the Vub. Let them form a new configuration. And with that,
Let's get back to the real world.
we must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
insufferable nuisances. How did you get out so quickly?
Where's Hezenkos's voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates. It's pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel Johanna summoning hostile spirits. That portal into the Fade won't close until we defeat them.
But we still can't attack Hezenkos herself while she's holding that lantern.
The entire countryside would be torn apart in a maelstrom.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade.
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
Why? You gonna lecture us to death now?
I'll not explain myself to one of Volkaren's hangers-on. Though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
First off, I'm not a hanger.
Johanna's escaped again.
What's telling me why she has no eyes?
Afterwards,
We need to close it. Firing at us. Just We're being fired upon.
It's over. Emmerich, still sense anything wrong?
we were successful. Johanna's magic no longer chains the spirits, and the Fade is still.
Great. Okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
At least we freed those spirits from their suffering. Shall we depart?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Gladly. Oh, the Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscripts?
Remember how I said we should talk?
Indeed. Johanna Hesenkos was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
Sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
If it helps, you've got someone who cares right next to you.
That's very dear of you, but I'll be fine.
It's so cute how you're such a bad liar.
Things used to be much better between Johanna and me. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
Even after what she's done, I feel a little bad for her.
Well, undeath isn't always a disadvantage. But yes, you saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hesenkos was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hesenkos had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.
Shenanigans, cousin.
Rowan, hey.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Harding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So... much.
Listen to me. I'm here, and you're safe. Take all the time you need.
I'm safe. Yes. I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
Lace, listen. You're not alone. Whatever's out there, we'll face it together. I promise. Together.
I could kiss you right now. I'm going to kiss you right now.
Lace, there's something we might need to... It's your magic.
Rook?
You make the world spin, Lace Harding.
Rook! Lyrium. It's like I'm infused with lyrium.
I noticed it when we touched. That night when we talked about your dreams.
You knew? You knew, and you still kissed me?
Wow, I feel drunk.
Yeah, it's because I turned your head into mush.
Or it's love.
You boob! This is not funny! Okay, I'll fix it. I promise. I will find a way and I will fix it. Okay? Okay? Damn it! No, don't touch me!
Hey, Tash. You talked with your... mother lately?
I'm here to hit things.
That's a... yep. What are you in the mood for? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
She's the tiny titan who puts the feral in for Elvis. Please, play
Look out! Behind you!
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee.
A dragon here? I never thought.
Here it is. The Black Emporium.
We have company! Urchin! Where is that urchin? Oh, don't tell me I've misplaced another one!
Another message for us.
How'd it know we'd find it?
Are the serving sizes here getting smaller?
What really happened at the Swan?
Lusker's disappearing from Docktown. Why? Something to look into.
Ship got him yesterday.
Are the Veilguard worse than you remember?
Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried in the city.
Yes. Let's go.
Why don't you care about us?
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find. Wine. A lot of it.
I've run into drunken Venatori that smelled like this wine. You think they had a party?
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for... what? Let's check outside. See where they went. Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as... That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? No busker would leave their instrument behind. The strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink, they're distracted, then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
Did you see what it said in the paper?
Dragon driven from Enwrapped Street.
You set for work tomorrow?
You'll find whatever's hurting the dwarves.
What? Oh. Yes, I hope so.
You'll find them, then you'll kill them.
You make it sound so easy.
I've seen you shoot. Whoever it is already dead.
Thanks, Tosh.
Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are playing rough. Another candle hop. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Right on the back. Someone got him with a shiv.
Empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. It mentions performers.
Ugh. Is this a puzzle? Feels like a puzzle.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers. But if this is a trap, let's be smart about it.
Eyes up.
Did you get the books? I left them on your desk.
So I'm supposed to just accept.
The other desk was empty. I thought you shared a space with...
Looking good, Rook. Take him down.
Venatori, not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers.
How are you feeling about using they for yourself, Tosh?
Good. There's a lot of stuff.
Stuff?
Gender stuff. Trans as if you're a man in a woman's body. Non-binary is not fitting into male or female. Gender fluid is kind of both. It's all this new crap to learn, like a whole other stupid language.
Yeah, someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
We were talking about something. It's all this new crap to learn, like a whole other stupid language.
But it makes you feel better about yourself?
I guess. It's just more work.
You're worth it.
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Ha! I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
Ah, you're a rook, aren't you? Done a lot for this city. All right, they're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Up there. Everything built up around the docks. Yeah.
Hello? Who goes there?
Pick your poison.
Are you the buskers?
We have several.
We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory, and then taught said ballad to every performer in town.
That would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. I'll send word to the other performers in hiding. Adieu, Rook. Our ballad needs another verse that mentions you.
buskers in Docktown? Who's our next rising star? Ah.
See something you like? We have bits of everything. My aunt gets the merchandise in.
Please, take a closer look.
I just work here. I don't know what everything does. Whatever you like.
With events in Treviso,
It's harder to find certain items. I thought visiting a place known to, well, smuggle would help, but...
you're an interesting customer.
Oh, yes. Can I help you?
Welcome. Here for a drink, a meal. I'll be with you right away. There we go.
The note mentioned a bridge near here. No harm looking.
What happened to the salt crew?
Rook, Cedar Siconia mentioned you.
And you are?
I run the Lamplighter. We're hosting Cedar's next show.
Welcome to the Lamplighter. What can I get you? Appreciate the business.
I don't take orders. I just bring out the food.
What's wrong, Tosh? I already had to deal with being the only Adari I knew. Now I'm the only non-normal gender crap person around.
That's not true. Mayvaris is a trans woman, right? And Ritsivas with the Veil Jumpers is non-binary.
But they're mages and veil jumpers. There's nobody normal.
The Inquisition encountered a mercenary company called the Chargers once. Their lieutenant, Krem, was a trans man. I didn't know the word at the time, but that's what he was. There are people like you everywhere. It's just that not everyone has the words for it yet.
Oh, well, thanks. That helps.
Hey, Rana. What's going on?
This entrance was magically sealed. Now it's not. A prank? Or someone trying to hide something?
A ruined tower by the water. Huh.
Good day, citizen.
Secretive Order loses Weishaupt. What else was lost? Lots of outsiders go unnoticed in Docktown. You're an exception.
Is that good or bad?
With me?
A key? Well, this is promising.
An ancient door? I think I might have seen one while scouting the city.
Watch for danger ahead. Don't want to end up like that poor soul. ethos off about this treasure hunt. Give him your back.
They're behind you.
They really didn't want us getting through that door.
Died here. Something nasty.
What a miserable way to go. The desperate being lured down here by the promise of riches, only to find death. A treasure hunt. Someone took the game and twisted it. They didn't sell it as an adventure. They sold it as a way out. There's a demon feeding off the desperate in Minrathous, manipulating them. And those who don't listen, die. Evidence points to the catacombs. The rest is on us.
Could you teach me how to fly a kite?
You've never flown a kite?
We didn't have a lot when I was a kid. Not enough to buy one.
I'll have to check out the shops in Minrathous. I saw a dragon theme one the other day.
There are dragon kites? Cool.
Nothing in our way now? Oh.
I have felt you move against me, beating a city in such perfect condition.
You've been manipulating people in Dogtown.
I am an answer that they come seeking. I give them something to do when their world is cruel. People will do such fun things when they're desperate.
Here comes trouble.
With all that's happened, I can see how a demon of desperation woke up here. It could feed on the city and make things worse.
Asshole demon. Glad we stopped it from doing that to anyone else. Hey, what the elves did to your titans? That's messed up.
Have you tried zestfish on the other side of the city? He usually sets a place to the condemned cat temple.
still alive. Hey, what the elves did to your titans? That's messed up.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels silly. It wasn't like it happened to me personally.
That's Vashadan. You remember it. It's you.
Yes, I guess you're right. But it was a war. The elves had no choice because the titans were dangerous and...
No, it wasn't your fault.
But I don't remember everything. What if the titans deserved...
Hey, it wasn't your fault.
Thanks, Tosh.
We survived another day, and you still need to eat. Fair prices. Thank you very much. Trying to decide what to make the kids for supper.
What do you want?
Trouble scouted.
We have our... Together with me. Got him good there.
That the last of them?
Tash, see what you can do.
So you came in one morning and her desk was just...
Get ready to fight. They're at range. That one! Fire Qatar!
Another message.
Got it.
terrifying, Tosh.
All clear.
Hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
I can only imagine what you got up to as one of the fabled crows of Antiva. Not to mention traveling with Varric, the adventures you've already had.
I guess I have had some pretty great times.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Really?
Work was always my excuse not to travel, but now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Just cremate me.
I feared that might be your answer.
Why? Need the spare parts?
I'm always here to discuss proper burial options. Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole, prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. Has to be her.
We talking or fighting?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillinane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Everyone get ready.
Here we go.
Turn from justice, it turns toward you. To other shores.
That explains the bones. There we go, Todd. The Revenant's awake. This one's even stronger. fate test.
Watch yourself, it's healing up. Ready again. Whenever you're ready.
The sun snuffed out!
It's gone. And the fate tattoo. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. Another fate tech closed, another revenant destroyed, another essence gained. Makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to... This'll open the way.
You got it. Once, back at Skyhold, Solus told me he was sorry that dwarves couldn't dream. I thought that he was just sad, but now, I think he was trying to apologize.
No, that's a Vashadon apology.
Why do you say that?
It was to make him feel better. A real apology would be to make you feel better. Let's see what you got.
On your right. That's a win.
Hey.
Be why the revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Lights up ahead.
More blight. There's no end to it.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
Wouldn't miss it.
Our scrying has revealed more malign spirits.
Prepare yourselves. Victory to the living.
This haunting, to our chagrin, was once one of our own Fade explorers.
He delved where he should not. Midnight brings music from the depths.
I'm unsure, my friend. Any other might hear it.
There's that haunting man I mentioned. The Fade Explorer.
Well, here we go. The lid for you. It's gone. But the hair is still standing up on my neck.
Now let's see what they've got.
There are whispers.
I took care of that Fade Explorer.
We are greatly indebted.
He can now rest for a time.
Our collegial allies in the Fade have informed us of several undead banding together.
They have begun to seek blood.
It's the demon in an undead dragon.
Hey! Sorry. Demon! You are not a dragon! Get out of that body! This is gonna be bad.
Once I leave this place, I will let all the unworthy kingdoms that try to chain me.
Got it ready for you.
Okay. Chakra to Ebra.
There. It's over.
Katadim Hira. It's out of the dragon. Her fight is over.
We won. I thought that thing would be the end of us.
You return. We are content.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Not now. Not yet. We will show you soon.
This just gets weirder every time.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry, didn't know you two were in the middle of...
Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
Deep breaths, Emmerich.
Quite right. I should be above this.
Above what? I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich, Tash. My name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make a move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
Look, you two may never be best friends.
Nope.
But maybe we can aim for getting along?
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tash. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tash likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tash.
Maybe he could share a little, so I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be.